stood under the same umbrella, it was nothing but love.
Dang, yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? One thing, and I've been sharing this with a few of the homies from every hood here. The one thing that history has taught me, as well as anyone else that studied history, is that anytime you got multiple groups of individuals representing the same thing, but under a different label or a different banner, it's going to be conflict. You dig what I'm saying? Because one group always wants to shine brighter than the next.
Fact.
You dig what I'm saying?
Big fact.
And once again, the one common denominator is the gap. So therefore, at the end of the motherfucking day, all of y'all out here, my brothers and my sisters, you dig what I'm saying? And I love all y'all. You feel me?
All you niggas blood.
Come back to a motherfucking era and a place to where we love each other. You feel me?
Hey, to everybody, east side up.
Loving everybody.
East side up,
Everybody
east
love
side.
everybody. Man, this is the motherfucking east
Man, this
side.
is the motherfucking east side, blood. This is the motherfucking east side, blood.
And I want to mention this.
East side up.
Hold on, y'all. I want to mention this. The one most important thing is this. We lost homies. You dig? From every clique on the east side. You dig what I'm saying? Homies have lost kids. Homegirls have lost kids. From every clique on the east side. You dig what I'm saying? In the name of being a power root. But we had nerves enough to declare war on each other. What the fuck is that all about?
That
The one
needs to stop.
motherfucking thing also that history has taught us. If you don't got unity amongst your own motherfucking time, you can never win.
Ain't gonna never
You can
win.
never win.
Never ever.
You dig what I'm saying? Because all it's going to do is the back and forth thing. You feel me? Hey, look, that's truly insanity.
Niggas need to really implement that shit for real.
Hey, buddy, put your P in the air.
You got homies that's claiming power, right? And getting on social media talking about they PK. What the fuck is that all about? I can't even relate to that. You see what I'm saying? On the real. But the bottom line is this, man. Once again, if we can forgive every motherfucking body else that has done wrong and harm to us as a family, then we for damn sure should be able to forgive each other.
That's real shit.
That's real shit. Bridge this motherfucking gap back. You dig?
East side up. All that
You know what I'm saying?
East side
Hey,
up.
right now we just
All
put
the
the
east side.
we just bury the whole thing. I'm only representing the east side. He's Hollywood, but he's from the east side.
Young Cody.
It's like what I'm trying to understand is this. Anywhere that you have a sector where tornado storms going, right? Come on now.
Shout out to the G homie China Dog for that. He was making a whole lot of sense, man. When I thought I would share that with y'all because you know, let me first put this out here. This is not a thuggish gang banging type show, but you dealing with a thuggish gang member type nigga, you know. And I just wanted to put that out there because he did that at my nigga Amp funeral. It's homegoing, and it was just love all the way around for a real one. So shout out to the G homie China Dog and to his sister Cynthia Nunn. Cent, I love you, of course, always. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just want to put that out there because I wanted you guys to know off the bat who you're dealing with, right? Welcome, though. Welcome to the Black Love Experience with Hollyhoodsweets. I'm the homie Hollyhoodsweets. It's a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time out to check me out. You know what I mean? Uh, I just wanted to do this video and introduce myself to you because this is the Black Love Experience, and the show is exactly what the title is. And the reason why I want to do this show, right, is because I feel like us as a people, we got a disconnect, right? We got, if I look down my timeline, it don't matter if it's Instagram or Facebook and I hear, my black queens express themselves, and I see, I see shit like, girl, you can cook breakfast, dinner, and lunch and dinner, and he's still gonna cheat. Or you'll get some shit like, from the homies that be like, yeah, man, you knew that bitch wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got a problem with that on both ends. You know what I mean? I feel like I created this show because this is the safe space. This is where you can be loved. This is where you can be judged, can do your thing without being judged. You know what I mean? This is where, you get to express yourself, and we're gonna talk, we're gonna chop it up, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna do all that type shit. But I'm trying to get the connection back within our community because we've lost each other. And I'm not cool with that. Now, the name Hollyhoodsweets, right? Y'all gotta excuse me, I got a thick ass tongue and I got a cold ass lisp that I've never been able to shake, and I actually asked who I am now, and I really don't give a fuck. But yeah, I sound like Sylvester the Cat. Real talk. So fucking what? I just wanna. That's my disclaimer because, I got this list, but the fact that we don't have no more trust. There's no. I don't know how old y'all is, man, but I was born in 1977. I'm 46 years old, right? And I remember growing up when, people actually gave a fuck about each other, man. You know what I mean? Like, I remember doing something like, hold on. Again, the name Hollyhoodsweets. I'm from the east side of Boston, right? Born and raised. 721 South Holly Street. Right? That's where Hollyhood. I've always had the name Sweet Pea. It's been me since I can remember. But I am a gang member. I'm not ashamed of it because the way the media has made us look like we just the devils, and in a lot of ways we are. But if you understand where I'm coming from and how I was raised, we actually did more good than harm, right? And my hood is small, very small. You know what I mean? We're not we're not what the media say that we are and all that shit. But back to my point. I remember doing something when I was 5 years old. I think I said a cuss word or something like that. And all the older homies was out. I was like 5. I got an older brother and an older sister. And my sister's 6 years older than me. Everybody in my neighborhood knew. My brother is 8 years older than me. Everybody in my neighborhood knew. But I remember being on this certain day, and I think I was like up Holly, closer to Compton Boulevard. I stayed closer to Alondra. I know y'all don't understand that, but you will in due time, right? But I remember, I think I said a cuss word or something, trying to be cool, hanging with my older, because everybody used to want to come get me. I was sweets, I was, I was then who I am now, which is an incredibly good person, and I'm saying that as humbly as possible, right? But I remember saying this cuss word, and getting my ass whooped from up the block all the way, like it was like everybody. By the time I reached Miss Carey house, to the time I got home, by I had probably got maybe 6 ass whoopings. No, we actually got you know how they say it takes a village. It's like them days are gone now. We actually gave a fuck about each other. We didn't want to see each other get, demonized, and we didn't want to see each other lose. And I think we've lost that. And I'm here to bring that back. That's why I call it the Black Love Experience, because it's going to be an experience with this show. The whole premise and the whole purpose of it is to bring Black love back. So I'd like to do that by, y'all call in, let's chop it up. And I actually give a fuck about you, right? Because I don't think we're hearing each other. My homegirl, shout out to my homegirl Ashanti, right? Ashanti, I was talking to Ashanti the other day. She was like, nobody hears each other no more, right? Everybody just talking, and they're hearing you, but they're not listening. They're only hearing you long enough to get their point across. Nobody is actually hearing and listening to each other. It's just, and then this toxicity that we've adapted to and we've become is nobody wins from the shit, right? Ain't nobody winning from that shit, man. It's just adding on to it. So call in, man, and let's get you right. Maybe we can find somebody that's gonna make you happy, or you just call in and we just chop it up. However you want to do it is cool with me. But this is your safe space. You got nothing but love here. And my homeboy asked me the other day, he was like, the Black Love Experience. Why? Well, first of all, my last name is Love. And I guess it's a play on words. But I feel like all my life as a gang member, as gang banging, I was hating on somebody, I was hating other black men that was basically me. And I was looking at these dudes while they wore their blue and they did the same exact thing that I did, but I just wore I wore another color. But they was the same people as me. They love their people just like I love mine. They hung out and did things for their folks with they people that I did with mine. And the only thing that divided us was something that should have never happened. What if gangbanging never even happened? Right? What if the 70s carried on in to the, like, I know the 70s was what? Shit, almost 50 years ago. In my mind, it wasn't that long ago. I remember the 80s. I remember the 90s. Right? And it's not a show that's for just the older people. This is for everybody. This is right here. This is where you come get your love at if you don't have none. You feel like you ain't got no love, you'll get it here. And we'll talk. You know what I mean? I feel like once you start seeing my vision of what I want the show to be, I would hope that my people would support it. And I appreciate all the support that I've gotten so far. You know what I mean? But you gonna talk to a real nigga. Like, and I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm not here to disrespect anybody neither. Respectfully, I'm gonna talk to you and I'm gonna be real with you. Because what we need to do as a people is fix us first. Before we can worry about anything else, we gotta fix us. And I'd like to do my part in doing so. So I got a few rules, right? When you call in, I got a comment section, right? And anybody that's in the comment section, I consider y'all the homies. Y'all the homies, right? But I also got moderators who I call my gangsters. Because what we not going to do in the comments and all of that shit, if we can catch it, you out of here with any kind of negativity. We don't do that here. I'm not here to promote no toxic negativity, no nothing. You know what I mean? Any guest that I have, anybody that calls in and would like to be, you know, plugged in or get the information out or whatever they doing, there will be no negativity. If we catch it, you're gone and you blocked it, you're done. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. That's part of the problem, and if you ask me, and I don't want to do that. What I do want to do is show that a black man can actually sit here to the world and show that there is love still in the hearts of black men. And we're looking for strong black queens to assist and be there for us black kings and vice versa. I want to be there for my sisters. I want to be there for my race. And I just think, like I was talking to the homie the other day, right? And the homie was like, he asked me a question. He was like, man, how long you, and he's kind of, I wouldn't say square, but he ain't used to this gang culture. He's from a different state, whatever, right? And he was like, man, how long have you been banging, right? And I was like, shit, since I can remember, right? And he was like, he said, what's the difference between any other war and y'all war? And I was like, I don't know, man, you tell me, right? And he was like, well, he said, I saw this shit the other day from the dude Cowboy from 60. Now, I didn't see this, but this is what he was telling me, right? And shout out, to the 6-0s, right? But he was like, war's in. Our war ain't never ended. And it's just an ongoing thing. And my question to y'all is, ain't y'all tired? Ain't y'all tired of being at war? To my black men, I ain't gonna even say my brothers, to my black kings. Ain't y'all tired of coming short and falling short of these women? Ain't y'all tired of not being able to live up to the standard that they're asking us to live up to? Hold up, don't answer. I'm gonna shoot that question right back to y'all women, to my queens, right? Ain't we tired of being, we got the one race that stands out. White folks will tell you that. Like, we stand out. We get duplicated, copied, harassed, you name it. Any verb and adjective you can think of, we get done to, and we still standing. But when the fuck are we gonna realize that we don't have nobody else but each other? I'll wait. Like blood. When the fuck are we gonna ever realize that this social media shit is all a game? This internet, all that shit, this is all a fucking game. And all it's doing is just slicing us right down the goddamn middle. And in a minute, the way shit going, if you, not to get political, but you notice they gave everybody else their money but us, right? Shout out to HR 40, the Reparations Act. Please Google that and go research that, because it's time for us to get our dough, right? But as long as we are divided, which is what they've been trying to do for I don't know how long, and we've been falling for I don't know how long, do we even deserve anything? You know what I mean? We sitting here like clowns, man. I look at everything, through, I look at everything through lenses that some of y'all ain't even looking through. You gotta, I'm a little older though. I've had my day of acting a fucking fool. And if you ask anybody out of Eastside Brompton, they'll tell you about me, right? And I ain't bragging. I wasn't the hardest nigga, and I'm not ever gonna try to be. And I don't give a fuck. You can, like, honest to God, man. All that time I wasted doing that, where I could have just been doing something way more productive, or being the voice that I'm trying to be now, right? But you know, you live and you learn. But right now, this is my contribution to our race is right here, and I can't not do it without y'all. I need y'all. Anything that you guys want to come on here and talk about, I'm with it, and I don't care if you're a vice lord, a GD, fucking crip, a blood, or whatever the fuck it is, a female that just want to vent. You know what I mean? That's just tired of the bullshit. Whatever it is, you're welcome here. This is your safe space. Welcome to the Black Love Experience. And I mean that shit. The Black Love Experience. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? I don't do this shit, and I'm not doing it for clout. I don't do this, though. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not... I bought this equipment on some... trying to be funny shit, see if I would actually go through with this shit. But the more I saw us being drugged down and dragging each other down, the more and more I say, you know what, man, that shit sitting in the other room just wasting away. Let me figure out a way to bring us closer, and that's what this is right here. I would like to bring my black queens and my black kings closer, and I want to sit and talk about it, and let's figure out what the problem is. And at the end of the day, hopefully I can find someone, or me and you can find somebody in this world that see things like you do. That's it. So again, I appreciate the love, and I appreciate all the support so far. But man, let's get to work, man. We got a lot of work to do. And again, not to get political, but you see, we not changing nothing. Them folks is doing whatever the hell they want to do. We about to have a rematch of somebody that neither one of us don't, in my eye, and at least I don't. About to have a rematch. 2024 but it's going to be a rematch, and you saw where that left us. But our voices carry more than you ever could imagine when they all together. Like that soul food movie, like with the grandmama when she said, we like this, we weak, we break these, but I ain't never seen nobody break this. Let's become this. Right? Again, thank you for joining the Black Love Experience with the homie Hollyhoodsweets. Let's get to work, man. This is just my introduction to y'all. My first show is coming very soon, but I'm still, like I say, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. But y'all are more than welcome to DM me. Hollyhoodsweets on IG, Sean Love on Facebook. Y'all DM me if y'all wanna, or comment in the YouTube. But however it go, if you guys want to become guests on the show, you guys are more than welcome. And let's sit and chop this shit, and let's make us the unstoppable force that we were created to be. Whoa.